I'd like to call this the September 22nd, 2020 meeting to order of the City of Smith Station, Alabama. At this time, I'd like to establish a roll call vote to establish a quorum in an effort to find out who's here.
Yes, sir. Mr. Stringer? Here. Mr. Jackson? Here. Mr. Moody? Here. Mr. Cooley? Here. Mr. Key? Here. Mayor Copeland?
Here. We have 100%. I appreciate you guys. Very rarely do you miss a meeting over the last 4 years I've been mayor. Thank you so much for your dedication to the City of Smith Station and its citizens. You're given the minutes from the September 8th, 2020 regular City Council meeting via email as well as hard copy. Are there any additions or corrections? With none being brought forth, I'd like to request for approval for the minutes.
Motion approved.
Cooley, Key. At this time, I'd like to welcome my good friend, Mr. Dennis Beast from the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce. He has to speak with us for a minute. Yes, sir. Dennis has been the chamber president now. He came about 6 months after I become mayor. So about 3.5 years, almost 4 years.
Actually, well, maybe even a year.
Yeah.
Almost 3.
Yeah. He has changed the face of East Alabama. And what I like about him is he's passionate, he's honest, and he truly cares about every one of his members. And I thank you for not only being my chamber president, but being my friend. So.
Thank you very much for your great introduction. Hello, everyone. Good to see you again. Back in January, I made a horrible mistake, and I've come to rectify that matter in the form of financial retribution.
Yeah.
Seriously, I spoke to you about a donation that I wanted to extend to you guys, as I did last year, to go towards some sort of an economic development project that you guys may have going on. COVID hit, and I was scheduled to be here in about February or so, and I called Bubba and said, I have to put the brakes on, because I have no idea where we're going to be financially in a short amount of time. Had to make some adjustments at our chamber. We're doing okay, we're doing fine, but unfortunately along the way I had to downsize and lose one employee. So currently our chamber is running with myself and one other employee, and we're doing a lot of good things. It was the right decision because our chamber financially now is stabilized, and we're able to kind of get back into scheduling some events. We've got an event coming up in November that I've spoken to the mayor about. I'm sure he's passed on some thoughts to some of you in private conversations, but it's a great opportunity from an economic development standpoint for our region. And we are the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce, and we're trying to bring everybody together to figure out how we can all grow and prosper. So I told Bubba I was going to have to maybe make a little less donation. However, I'm happy to say I don't have to.
Amen.
So I'm gonna give you guys $2,500 to go toward whatever economic development project you guys feel fit to go toward. And I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you, and my learning mistake and at the annual dinner will never happen again. So I do appreciate that. Who do I hand it to?
I'm gonna get Morgan to take a picture. You just stand in front of all of us right here.
Perfect.
And then just turn around like that with the check. There you go.
How are you?
Good, sir.
Moving forward, item number 7, recommendations. This is recommendations only, no vote will be taken. Recommendations, road name change committee. Could you introduce that, Mr. Johnson or Mr. Cooley?
Councilmember Cooley's gonna read it.
Okay.
Recommendation to the City Council, September 16th, 2020. The Road Name Change Committee has been meeting almost weekly for about 2 months, and we came up with a final list of road names that has been submitted tonight, and we just want to make these following recommendations. The street signs will be a minimum of 6 inches high and conform to the latest standard highway signs and markings book. The signs for 6-inch letters, the signs need to be 12 inches high. For signs 4 inches letters, the signs need to be 8 inches high. Signs must meet all state and federal regulations. The lettering needs to be mixed upper and lowercase letters. The first letter of each name and abbreviation shall be uppercase, and the rest of the lettering, name and abbreviation shall be lowercase. The larger directional signs we specified for the conjunction of Mullen Stroud Road and Mullen Road, because that is a confusing intersection, and a lot of visitors to our community get confused on that because the road number changes as well. So we're going to have a larger sign there with arrows for directional purposes. And all bids for road signs must conform to the Alabama bid law, and the street signs will be erected at the top of the stop signs at each intersection.
Mr. Cooley, I have a comment. I got a phone call today from a concerned citizen, and it's kind of 11:30 in the day to be addressing this, but they were asking for the road, and Lisa, you're going to have to help me. What's the road that the jury field is on?
728.
728.
They were asking that 728 be named J.D. Drury Street, Road, Avenue, simply because he is about to expire. So that's just a suggestion that the citizen sent me to you and Mr. Jackson. So I just ask you to consider that. That's all I'm asking.
We'll take it into consideration.
Thank you, sir. Item number B, Historical Commission. Mr.
I'll be glad to, yes, sir. On behalf of the Smith Station Historical Commission, the recommendation of the council as follows. The Smith Station Historical Commission recommends the following. Replace Fran Lawford pursuant to ordinance number 2018-151.1 and approve the appointment of Morgan Bryce. Number 2, amend the bylaws to hold quarterly meetings instead of monthly meetings.
All right, moving right along to item 8. Is it going to be a first reading, or you want to go to vote on it? Item
This.
8.
Oh, no, sir, that's just for you to, we need a motion in a second.
Okay. Item number 8, Mayor nominates Morgan Bryce to Historical Commission. Can I motion a second?
Motion approved.
Cooley? Second? Second. Moody, can I have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Stringer?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Moody?
Yes.
Mr. Cooley?
Yes.
Mr. Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Right along, the public hearing, ordinance 2021-72, establish street names. At this time, I'll open up the public hearing to, if anybody has anything to say, ask questions, or speak upon. The public hearing is now open.
See if anybody registers, sir. No, sir.
At this time, I'd close the public hearing. The roads listed that the committee has named is what we're going to do. Should we hold the public hearings on Facebook, you think? That's where it seems like all the comments are.
No comment?
No comment.
Great chance he would say no.
Item number 10, ordinance first reading only. Ordinance 2021-72, establish street names. Mr. Johnston.
Yes, sir. Ordinance 2020-172, an ordinance of the city of Smith Station, Alabama to establish street names on the streets within the city limits of Smith Station, Alabama.
You've heard the first reading. I challenge you to go online and read it when you want to, or read what you got in front of you. Mr. Cooley?
Okay, Mayor Copeland, at this time, I'd like to suspend rules and ordinances so that we can address ordinance 2020-167 and ordinance amendment 2018-151.2 tonight.
Mr. Cooley has asked us to suspend the rules and regulations so we can vote and go forward with this tonight. Can I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Moody. Can I get a roll call vote, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Stringer?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Moody?
Yes.
Mr. Cooley?
Yes.
Mr. Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Ordinance 2021-67, unsafe structures and dangerous buildings. Can you introduce that for us, Mr. Johnston?
How far down do you want me to read, sir?
Just introduction, please.
Yes, sir. Ordinance 2020-167, an ordinance of the city of Smith Station, Alabama concerning unsafe structures and dangerous buildings.
Can I get a first and a second?
Motion approved.
Cool. Key. I want to elaborate now that we're here. We have several homes, several structures. I wouldn't even call them homes. Several trailer skeletons that need to be removed that we have not been able to figure out how to navigate those waters. By one of our counselors' house, he's got a rat's nest. I'm talking about you, Mr. Jackson, that needs to be addressed. that needs to be looked after. And so this gives us the ability to go now and move forward with that. We gotta, of course, go through certain steps and so on and so forth. It's not something we're gonna go out tomorrow and do. Each house should take us 6 months to a year to get to where we need to get to. So I challenge you to read that. If you have any questions, come back with it. Any other comments? None being brought forth, I call for the vote.
Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Ordinance Amendment 2018-151-2, Historical Commission bylaws, and this is gonna reflect to go quarterly instead of monthly. We introduce that, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir. Get my book turned over. Ordinance 2018-151.2, an ordinance amendment of the City of Smith Station, Alabama to amend ordinance 2018-151, create Historical Commission Article 6 meetings, Paragraph A, regular meetings.
All right. Can I get a motion a second?
I like a motion.
Key?
Second.
Moody? All right, this is just to amend the minutes, the meeting times. Any other discussion? None being brought forth, I call for the vote.
Councilmember Stringer? Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Declaration of appropriate municipal officials and appropriate city officials. These are the people that can deem something that's unsafe or dangerous. Mr. Johnston, we introduce that.
Yes, sir. Declaration of appropriate municipal officials and appropriate city officials. Whereas Section 114031 of the Code of Alabama 1975 provides that a mayor of a municipality may designate, quote, any municipal building official or deputy and any other municipal official or municipal employee, end quote, to be, quote, appropriate municipal official, unquote, to exercise the authority and perform the duties delegated by sections 114030 through 114036 of the Code of Alabama 1975. And whereas section 1153B-3 of the Code of Alabama 1975 provides that a mayor of a municipality may designate any building official or deputy and any other municipal official or municipal employee to be the appropriate city official to exercise the authority and perform the duties delegated by sections 1153B 1 through 1153B16 of the Code of Alabama 1975. Now therefore be it declared by the mayor of Smith Station, Alabama, that Ed Adams, Herman Bubba Roberts, and Joe Walden are each hereby designated as an appropriate municipal official and an appropriate city official for the city, either together or individually, as the circumstances permit, to exercise the authority and perform the duties delegated by sections 114030 through 114036 and sections 1153B1 through 1153B16 of the Code of Alabama 1975 and the city's ordinance number 2020-167 as it may be amended from time to time. Nothing herein shall supersede, nullify, reject, or repeal any act, finding, or declaration previously made on behalf of the city or by one of its agents, officers, or employees, and the same shall remain in full force and effect. Adopted and approved on this the 22nd day of September 2020.
You've heard the introduction, with the declaration of appropriate municipal officials and appropriate city officials. Get a motion a second.
I make that motion.
Key, Moody, all right, any discussion?
Are we gonna have a first and second reading of this?
No, we'll vote on it tonight.
We'll vote on it. Okay. Before we vote, let me ask a question. The people that own the property of that elaborated building, if you wanna let me say that, are they gonna be responsible for that, the demolition of that building? If the
It's-
city decided that it need to be demolished?
It's up there in 2021-67 when you read that.
Yeah,
What
I'm
happens
fine.
is, let's give you a scenario. A home is been burnt and it's blight. The person has made no effort whatsoever for a year to fix that. You got bugs, you got snakes, you got whatever is on it. All right, Scott will send homeowner, landowner a letter. If it's got a mortgage, we'll send the mortgagee a letter. The insurer will send the insured a letter. They have a certain amount of time, 60 to 90 days, to get said repairs done. If they don't, then we go up to the circuit clerk, we file it, put it under report, and then we'll tear the building down. Then we'll put a lien on property. Then we're with RDS, so at the end of the year, if they get income tax, we'll get some of that until we get that paid back or the property is sold, one or the other. So we're not gonna be, we'll be originally responsible for it. It'll be originally come out of our budget, but we'll get paid back in the end game.
And I have no objection, we've been talking about this for a while. I have no objection because I think the city, this is something the city been needing for a while. I just want to be able to answer the questions, when it become, when they ask.
Yes, sir. Well, it's kinda like having a big old key ring in the city. We've had a big old key ring and doors we gotta open, so we have to go through every key, try to get that door open. Now, we've been doing that for 4 years, and it seems like every week we're figuring out another key that opens another door, and this is another door that we've got open, so.
So they will have the opportunity to pay that bill before you can take them out.
That's right. They'll have every opportunity to nauseam.
And what, will you send them a bill first saying that this is what it costs for us to demolish your building? I said $5,000, so they have an opportunity to pay that $5,000.
Well, if it gets to that point-
$5,000, then other precaution will be taken.
If it gets to that point,
Yeah.
they'll know from when we first write them a letter, they need to do something about it.
Right.
If it gets to the point where we have to do something about it, they'll find out about it on their taxes or a lien on their house. Because they have ignored us and thumbed their nose at us.
But my question is, when you first tear down, will you send them a bill saying that we have done this and give them an opportunity to pay it before they go any further, if they decide to pay it?
They will, the homeowner, the property owner, will have every opportunity to mitigate this on their own.
Okay.
They'll have every opportunity to take care of this on their own. The last thing that we want to do is get into that type of business.
The first 60 days, is that correct?
Mr. Jackson, I'd have to go back and look through this 12-page document. I
I
can't
believe
remember
it's
exactly
90
what it
days.
is right
90
now.
days? Okay, from the time that we notify them. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, they have every opportunity to do it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a last resort when the city steps in and does it, but the property owner, by that time, will know how much it's going to cost.
Yeah, I just don't want it to linger on and on and on. Next thing you know, you got 90 days, you got 6 months, and we still at the standpoint of doing nothing.
Yeah, but we gotta give them every opportunity to fix it. But we got some places I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, when we write them a letter, they're gonna ignore it.
And this document was written strictly to the code of the Alabama state law. Everything in here, every timeline is strictly by the code. It's not something that I made up or anybody else in this room made up. And we're going to adhere to that by crossing every T and dotting every I.
Any other discussion before I call for the vote? I call for the vote.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Resolution second, resolution second reading. These are second reading for the 2020-394, 2020-395. Will you please introduce those, Mr. Johnson?
Gladly. Resolution 2020-394, a resolution for the city of Smith Station, Alabama to establish rules, regulations, and usage fees for the Smith Station Pavilion and supporting accessories.
Get a motion, a second.
Motion to accept.
Moody, Cooley, any discussion? None being brought forth, I call for the vote.
Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Item 2020-395, amended general fund budget. We introduce that, Mr. Johnston.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, please. War and Peace turned over here. Okay, 395. Resolution 2020-395, a resolution for the city of Smith Station, Alabama to amend the general fund budget by departments for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2019 and ending September 30th, 2020.
You've heard the introduction of 2023-95. Got a motion and a second?
Motion.
Moody,
Second.
Mr. Jackson. We've talked about this at nauseam on why we had to do this because of the money we were given from the county and so on and so forth. Any other discussion? None being brought forth, I call for the vote.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes, I know this is the next one that you all been waiting on for the whole year for us to establish trick-or-treating hours. So, item number 15, a motion to declare official city Halloween trick-or-treat October 31st, 2020 from 5:30 Eastern Standard Time to 8 Eastern Standard Time with emphasis on COVID-19 awareness, face mask usage, and social distancing. Can I get a motion and a second?
Motion to accept.
Mr. Moody, you got your costume picked out already, don't you? Can I get a second? Mr. Cooley, any discussion? None being brought forth, I call for the vote.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Moving right along to item number 16, the financial statement for general fund budget for the month ending August 31st, 2020.
Yes, sir. City of Smith Station, profit and loss budget performance for the month of August, the year 2020. Ordinary income ad valorem tax revenue was $3,838.49. For the year from October 19 through August 2020 was $191,358.75. Total business license income for the month was $1,708.38. For the year, $198,984.15. Financial institution excise tax for the month, $3,675.55. For the year, $5,314.19. Franchise fees received for the month, $21,452.11. For the year, $223,125.75. Gas tax distribution for the month, $2,132.60. For the year, $23,712.88. Rebel, Alabama gas and diesel tax for the month, $2,734.61. For the year, $24,982.13. Planning and zoning fees for the month, $1,701. For the year, $31,685. Total property rental for the month, $4,543.22. For the year, $50,435.14. Total sales and use tax for the month, $54,544.54. For the year, $484,001.42. Tobacco tax for the month, $1,485.17. For the year, $10,941.20. Total wholesale gasoline tax revenue for the month, $7,885.45. For the year, $33,287.45. Total income for the month of August 2020, $106,041.19. For the year, $1,720,131.20. Expenses, total administrative department expense for the month of August, $98,000 $517.18. For the year, $610,898.76. Total Finance Department expenses for the month, $49,190.95. For the year, $312,395.16. Total expenses for the month, $161,011.30. For the year, $1,132,217.87, which gives us a balance. Our expenses exceeded our income for the month of August by $60,970.11. For the year, our revenues have exceeded our expenses by $587,913.33.
All right, you've heard the general fund budget. Can I get a motion, a second to approve? Cooley, Cooley Key. Thank you, guys. Anybody sign in for public comments?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Moving right along to comments and announcements. Anybody from the council have anything they'd like to say?
Just like to put a little emphasis on trick or treating. COVID-19 is serious business, whether we know it or not. And sometimes we take it for granted because it has not affected our household. But wearing masks and washing your hands and staying more than 6 feet now, when I read, is in the ball game, people. And this thing is serious, and we don't want to lose any of our people because of not knowing. I can't say, I don't think it's anybody that don't know. But especially our children, they're back in school now. And let's emphasize that these kids wear their masks and wash their hands and stay there, the social distancing from each other. That's
Absolutely.
all I have.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right, at this time I'd like to recognize CTV Beam, my good friend Christopher Gates, for being here. This time I'd entertain a motion, we adjourn.
Move that this meeting be adjourned.
Jackson, can I have a second? Second, Cooley.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Meeting
Please,
adjourned.
please, please.